So how sweet. So the next note is sweet, how sweet it. So now let's count that out carefully. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. How sweet it is. So what we have here is how sweet it is. So that rhythm actually happens quite quickly. It's actually an 8th note here. It is. So I'm going to move my cursor here and hit C again. How sweet it is. So that last note here before the change of bar, it is, I have to go up. How sweet it is to be. I move to the next bar. I'm going to play what I've done so far. I'm going to hit play. Now when I've been in play mode, you have to hit stop, otherwise it continues to be in play mode. So that's just a little tip there. And I guess when you hit play mode, sometimes the keyboard disappears, so you'll have to bring it back by hitting on keyboard there. How sweet it is to be loved by you. So we're here, and I'm going to go da da da. I know that that's a 5th below, but if I wasn't able to tell exactly what the interval was, let me just go slightly lower than my C. I'm going to click here. There we go. So what I've done here is I've actually notated the fact that there's a note that lasts across the bar line. How sweet it is to be. So I need to tie these two together. I'm going to use a tie here. And even if you weren't able to notate that perfectly, like supposing that you thought that this note actually only occurred there and you made this rhythm and your rhythm was a little bit off, don't worry too much about that, because remember that when you're notating your song, you're going to know the melody that you want sung. And even if you haven't done a perfect job of writing out your melody, the most important thing on your chart is to have the notes that are part of the melody on there and to have the chords written above them. And that way another musician, if you need an accompanist, the other musician's going to be able to know what chords to play. And don't worry if the melody isn't perfectly notated for the time being. It's a rough sketch. It gives you a sense of what notes are in your chord, and it's going to help you find the right chords for your melodies. So how sweet it is to be. So let's count that out together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. How sweet it is to be. The word to be, I hope you noticed, is landing on the 2nd beat of the 2nd measure. So as you count things out, sometimes it's easier to find out which notes in your melody land right on the beat and write those in first. And then you can figure out the other notes afterwards. To be. So that previous note was down here. B, it's going to be somewhere higher. So let's just put our note somewhere higher and then keep moving it up until we hit the right note. There we are. How sweet it is to be. That's very good. So now we go back to counting. 1. How sweet it is to be loved by you. So what we know from counting out the beats is that for the rest of this measure, all of the notes fall on the strong beats, and these are all going to be quarter notes. To be. How sweet it is to be loved by, one step down, you. And that note, that last you, is going to last for the whole measure. So I'm just going to make it a whole note. And I'll delete what's in there right now. And let's see what it sounds like. So I'm going to put my cursor right here on the rest and press play. All right, so now we have that gives us our refrain. I'm just going to hit stop to stop it from playing.